toned down, and we must find the platform to negotiate and to agree so that we can ensure that Kenyans are not endangered because there are no health workers in our hospitals, but their lives are equally protected in the manner in which that befits people who are on the front line, and taking into account the economic challenges that we also have as a nation. Therefore, there is need, and I believe there can be established a mechanism that ensures that there are no losers, that everybody emerges out of this in a way that we can create a compromise between what the doctors want, what the ministries can afford, so that we cannot endanger the lives of many Kenyans because of the COVID-19 pandemic. I want to ask the ministry, county governments, and the leadership of our health workers to find it in their commonality, a place where we can engage, sort out the issues, or at least agree on how we can manage the situation in a manner that it doesn't get out of control. It is in the best interest of the country. It must be in the best interest of the doctors and nurses and clinical officers, and it must be in the best interest of the 45 million Kenyans who will be in danger if this situation is not resolved.
Ambao wanatafuta kipato kupitia.
Meanwhile, the Parliamentary Health Committee chairperson Sabina Chege has called for dialogue between the Ministry of Health, county governments and health workers' unions to end the health sector stalemate occasioned by the ongoing medics strike. Speaking in Kipipiri, Chege said the national government cannot dictate counties' issues in dealing with the situation and how to handle their healthcare workers who are yet to be given a comprehensive health insurance cover despite the COVID-19 pandemic.
We know currently we are having a challenge as a nation where we are having our health workers going on strike, but because the national government cannot dictate to the governors on what to do. So we have some counties that have covered their health workers, others have not covered them. Among the universities, some universities are actually giving some allowances to their doctors, others are not, because there's no uniformity. And so our plea is that we support BBI because the Health Service Commission becomes a reality, and the whole confusion that we have here is going to be sorted. But I also request our CS Mutahi Kagwe, the Council of Governor Chair, and also the unions to just sit together, because this is a time for celebration. We're going for Christmas. And I urge our people, Kenyans, as we go home, please remember social distancing, wash your hands, put on your mask, because we will spread the virus now from the town centers to take it to the villages. And it's going to be unmanageable. We have seen some countries where they have not, and they have bigger financial power. They even have better facilities than ourselves, but they have not managed really to be able to fight this COVID. As we wait for the vaccine, we would request our people just to take care, and I'm praying that there's going to be a solution. As a chair of Committee on Health, we already gave some resolutions. We said the PPEs to be removed from KEMSA and given to the public facilities, and so today no Kenyan should be charged the PPE when they go to any public facility. Secondly, we have also requested that the solution can be found. There were things that we said within 7 days, within 14 days, those things that were possible. We want to really remind the ministry to actually actualize them. For the ones for the governor, actualize them. And then the ones that can wait, whether it's about the budgeting process that we need to do in Parliament, we are ready to do so. But the bottom line, when they fight, Kenyans are the ones who are going to suffer. And I pray that they're going to have a solution and they can listen to each other.
Now, a 33-year-old woman died Wednesday morning after her car plunged into the Indian Ocean. The woman, who was headed for Mombasa Island from Changamwe, appeared to have lost control of the car at the Makupa Causeway Bridge, forcing it to plunge into the sea at Kibarani area. The victim was identified as Winnie Achieng. She was in the ill-fated vehicle with her teenage son, who managed to roll down the car window and swam to safety. Good Samaritans did rush to the scene to try and rescue the trapped woman, who was pronounced dead at the Coast Provincial General Hospital. She had suffered serious head injuries.
Na nimesikitika sana maana nimeona kitu kilitokea hapa bila kuwa na habari. Nilisikia tu fly ya gari imeanguka. Kwenda kuangalia nikaona ni mtoto na mama anasema mamake ako chini. Sasa mimi kwa juhudi yangu na usaidizi wangu niliungana na wananchi wenzangu kuingia kutafuta yule mama. Tukamkuta yule mama hana fahamu na amelaliwa na gari. Ndio tukapata usaidizi wa breakdown wa fire brigade wakaweza kumtoa yule mama nje. Lakini alikuwa hana fahamu, hatujui kama amekufa ama yuko hai. Lakini usaidizi mwema umeenda hospitali.
Sasa nilikuwa na kaboti na kavukishwa upande ule wa pili. Kabla sijafika katikati nikaona gari imekuja mbio na imeingia kwa maji. Sasa katika ile hali ya nifuate mbio na ile boti yangu nipaka ungangane. Sasa nikachelewa kufika hapa. Sasa wenzangu pia nao wakaja mbio hapa, lakini yule kijana akabahatika kuchomoka pale. Yule kijana wake.
Away from that, Wiper Democratic Movement leader Kalonzo Musyoka has hosted leaders for a consultative meeting on the details of the BBI bill that was presented to the IEBC. The leaders were drawn from the lower eastern region of Kenya and western region. The party leader, Kalonzo Musyoka, has called on Kenyans to support peace and unity initiatives by the BBI, while saying there's still room for improvement of the document.
When I was sitting in a room there with these great three leaders, I said to them, all eyes of this country are looking at you and to see how you can deliver this country as is now to the next level of development. To the next level of development. And there can never be development when there is no unity. And the BBI is addressing just that unity. The BBI is trying to bring this country together.
Out there, people think we, the so-called big people, are supporting BBI for self-interest. That we are looking for jobs, we are looking for positions. But we want that BBI and going forward to have the centrality of the ordinary Kenyan as the kingpin of our change. If we can do that, that will be excellent.
For the avoidance of doubt, this group fully supports the BBI. Senior Nawasa kabisa. In fact, Ndugu Mudavadi was telling me that is like a done deal. But you're also now saying that what is before Kenyans right now is a draft bill. When Chebukati and IBC finish with verification of the signatures, they will then frame the final bill. So this one, and I know Mutula will come to talk to us about it, particularly, was it page 27, on the constituencies and things, where we are wondering, people in Luo Nyanza are as hurting as those people in Ukambani. Ni kweli ama si kweli?
President Uhuru Kenyatta has signed into law the Tax Laws Amendment Bill 2020, which was passed on Tuesday by members of the National Assembly. Also signed into law is the Tea Bill of 2018, which contains several reforms, among them the re-engineering of the Tea Board of Kenya to oversee the development, promotion and regulation of Kenya's tea sector. The bills were presented to the President for signature by Solicitor General Ken Ogeto at the brief ceremony attended by Agriculture CS Peter Munya, Senate Speaker Ken Lusaka and Leader of Majority in the National Assembly Amos Kimunya. Also present were Head of Public Service Dr. Joseph Kinyua, State House Deputy Chief of Staff Njie Muturi, Clerk of the National Assembly Michael Sialai and his Senate counterpart Jeremiah Nyagenye. The United States Agency for International Development, USAID, has handed over 5 ventilators to the Nairobi Metropolitan Service, NMS. The ventilators are meant for the setting up of a 10-bed intensive care unit at the Mama Lucy Kibaki Hospital for the management of COVID-19. While receiving the equipment, NMS Director General Mohamed Badi thanked USAID for their continued partnership with NMS in the fight against the pandemic. Mama Lucy Kibaki Hospital hosts a 50-bed COVID-19 treatment center that was recently completed and fully equipped by the NMS.
At the extension of Mama Lucy starts in January. We have the funds and we are going to build a new wing. And I want it to take as little time as possible. Oluga, during the pre-qualification, make sure that the time limit of contractor is also taken into consideration. I want it fast, built and equipped within the shortest time possible.
It's important to note that such partnership between the government of Kenya through NMS and the government of United States through USAID takes us a step forward in achieving the highest attainable standard of health to Kenyans. And this is very important as it is stipulated in Article 43 of the Constitution. It is also takes us a step forward in achieving the presidential vision of UHC, Universal Healthcare, which is very important, especially in our society where 70% of medical care is out of pocket.
And we want to express our sincere thanks for the support that you're giving to this hospital. And I can assure you that under the dynamic leadership of all those people who are here, who are managing this hospital, together with their side, they have done extremely good work. And ours is just to make sure that we do what is needed for the people in this area to provide the services, because that is what is required of us.
And I really appreciate your continued responsiveness, especially related to the Directorate of Health. I know you have a lot of work. You build drones even at night. Garbage is being corrected at all times. But we appreciate that you still recognize the role of the health sector within NMS.
This one is in severe cases. Thank you so much.
Meanwhile, the NMS Director General Mohamed Badi on Tuesday joined acting Nairobi Governor Benson Mutura in donating food to the less privileged in the county. The county boss and Badi flagged off a consignment of 5,000 bales of wheat flour and 5,000 bales of maize flour donated by Kifaru Company to different parts of the county. The two leaders said the food will reach targeted Kenyans after weeks of rigorous scrutiny and identification exercise to establish the most needy Kenyans through their religious institutions.
What we are giving out is through requests from most Nairobians, more so this year because of the pandemic. We have so many families who are in need of food, and we are calling on or appealing to well-wishers to come on board so that we can be able to feed our less privileged, more so this Christmas period. And it's the spirit of Kenyans that we need to support one another and we share as a family so that we can all enjoy Christmas. Well, this year has been very challenging, and I believe all of us now embrace the issue of family, and I hope those who are less privileged and those who have something extra to give, you can be able to share with your friend, with your neighbor. And more so now, because now with the COVID, we have been told now not to overindulge. Those people who are used to have kanywaji, please be generous enough, and that money you save, contribute to your fellow Kenyans who are in dire need of food.
This beginning of our Christmas offering for the less advantaged members of society, that is people in the slum areas and disadvantaged areas, targeting youth, churches and mosques for distribution of 5,000 bales of wheat flour and 5,000 bales of maize flour that was donated by Kifaru. And we still have a few donors still who have offered. So our doors are open. We are waiting for more donors. Nairobi has got a huge population of people who are living in underprivileged areas, that is the slums and disadvantaged areas. So we will require a lot of help from well-wishers in order to ensure that this Christmas or festival season is celebrated by everyone.
Let's now move to COVID-19 situation in the country. Kenya's recorded 427 new coronavirus cases after testing a sample size of 7,593 in the last 24 hours. The latest statistics brings the total number of infections in the country to 95,195. Of the new cases, 406 are Kenyans, while 21 are foreigners, with 256 being males, while 171 are females. The Ministry of Health has also announced 286 new recoveries in the last 24 hours, with 228 coming from the home-based care program, while 58 were discharged from various hospitals across the country. The total number of recoveries now stands at 76,508. One patient has succumbed to the disease, bringing the cumulative number of fatalities in the country to 1,648. Now, in terms of distribution by counties, the top 10 are Nairobi, leading with 176, followed by Mombasa with 68, Kiambu 58, Kitui 15, Kilifi 14, Kwale 13, Kisumu 12, Machakos 10, Kajiado 10, and Nakuru 8. All right, with that, let's take a short commercial break on News Watch. When we come back, we'll be looking at what is happening in business. Stay with us.
What comes to your mind when you think of the perfect home for your family? Is it the beauty, the comfort, the security, the convenience, or even the affordability? Victory Gardens offers exactly that and much more. It is just 10 minutes drive from Kitengela town and 3.8 kilometers off the tarmac. This gated community project comes with solar street lighting, Maram roads, beautiful trees, 24-hour security, and water connected to every plot. Call us today on 0790 300 300.
Are you planning the most important day of your life? Paradox Systems Limited offers you exclusive and cost-friendly wedding packages featuring the following executive services: executive chauffeur-driven services, fuel-inclusive rates, free man guarding services for 5 hired vehicles, motorbike police escort, customized number plates, wedding decor and car decorations. We also provide prime wedding venue consultations and live band performances. For enquiries and bookings, contact us on 0708 292989 or email us on infoparadoxlimited@yahoo.com or visit us at 3rd floor Parklands Plaza in Westlands.
A little more than 50 years ago, a group of cooperators came together to plant a seed. From these strong roots, and with God's blessings, that seed today is a strong, big tree. The Cooperative Bank has grown to serve not only the needs of the cooperative movement, but also by helping unlock new and creative opportunities. Today, the Kingdom Bank enables the development, growth, and prosperity of a rich diversity of Kenyans in all their aspirations across the beautiful landscape of our great nation and beyond. Through innovative products, harnessing new technologies, and striving to meet and exceed the needs of our customers in a fast-changing world. And even though we now serve the needs of more than just the cooperative movement, we take a lot of pride in our roots. We are the Cooperative Bank. We are you.
This year, we dared take a group of people into the savannah. We intended to sing carols at Sitam Kadolta over a bonfire beneath the night sky.
Long lay the world in sin and hiding.
I guess we dared make it a memorable Christmas for you with carols at Kadolta.
The Karolta. I like it. Karolta. Wordplay. Indeed.
Tune in to Hope TV for this Hope Media special Christmas broadcast dubbed Karolta. This Christmas Eve on Thursday the 24th and Friday the 25th at 7 p.m. and a repeat on Sunday the 27th at 11 a.m. Karolta, proudly brought to you by Hope Media and Sitam Kadolta Resort.
Join us every Sunday for unlimited, uplifting, powerful worship, only on Extended Worship.
Welcome back to News Watch. Savings and credit cooperative organizations, SACCOs leaders, have been challenged to encourage youth and women to join their financial institutions to strengthen the economic muscle as COVID-19 continues to shatter the economy. The Commissioner for Cooperative Development, Geoffrey Njang'ombe, urged the saving and lending facilities to throw spanners into works and develop products geared towards youth and women to stand a chance to benefit. Njang'ombe urged SACCOs to take advantage of the youths and women by offering low interest rates on loans and numerous and unique products to suit their current lifestyles as a way of tapping benefits that accrue through the cooperatives.
It is indeed a step in the right direction that Mombasa Port SACCO today is launching these services aimed at enhancing service delivery without much physical contact with the members or your customers, and remain relevant for the future generations.
We are here launching these services which are geared toward assisting our members to access these products and also enhancing efficiency in the way we operate. And that's why, in order to enhance the service delivery to our members, the SACCO today is launching the issuance of instant Visa branded ATM cards to its members in partnership with the Cooperative Bank.
An Equity Group has crossed the 1 trillion shilling Rubicon, becoming the first bank in Eastern and Central Africa to cross this mark. The milestone was achieved upon successful migration of BCDC to Equity's Finacol core banking platform. The 1 trillion mark by Equity lifts the visibility of the financial sector in Eastern Africa significantly to compete favorably with financial institutions in South Africa, West Africa and North Africa for project and development finance. Speaking when announcing this milestone from Kinshasa, Congo, where he was witnessing the migration of BCDC to Equity's core banking platform, the group CEO, Dr. James Mwangi, said they are delighted to witness this milestone that has shattered the psychological barrier of a 1 trillion shilling balance sheet. Dr. Mwangi said BCDC brings to the group 112 years of corporate banking experience and will be instrumental in strengthening Equity's supreme banking experience. In return, BCDC will benefit from the agility of a dynamic and disruptive business model. Well, that story brings us to the tail end of our broadcast tonight. Thank you so much for watching News Watch. I'm Tony Omondi, and our sign language interpreter has been Boniface Murithi. From all of us here in the studio, we do wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous 2021. Bye.